Imagine waking up every morning and stepping onto the earth with nothing between your feet and the ground. For ancient humans, that was simply everyday life. Long before shoes were invented, people walked barefoot across forests, rivers, grasslands, rocky hills, and endless plains. Their feet touched every part of the natural world. To us, walking barefoot over sharp stones or rough ground might seem painful. But for our ancestors, it was completely normal. They were born into a world where shoes did not exist. Instead of protecting their feet with leather or rubber, they relied on nature's original design. Their feet slowly became stronger as they grew. Every step helped shape muscles, bones, and tough skin that could handle difficult terrain. Walking barefoot also allowed them to feel the ground beneath them. This helped them notice sharp rocks, slippery mud, hidden thorns, or dangerous surfaces before they became a serious problem. Ancient children learned to walk barefoot from the moment they could stand. As they explored their surroundings, their feet adapted naturally to the world around them. Whether crossing soft grass or climbing rocky hills, barefoot walking became an important part of everyday survival. Their footprints covered countless landscapes as humans searched for food, water, and safe shelter. Every journey strengthened their bodies. Unlike modern roads, ancient landscapes were constantly changing. One day they crossed muddy riverbanks. The next day they climbed rocky mountains or walked through dry forests. Without shoes, every step required awareness. Walking barefoot taught them balance, patience, and careful movement. Over thousands of generations, this way of life became deeply connected to human survival. To understand why ancient humans walked barefoot, we must first understand the incredible feat they were born with. The human foot is one of the most remarkable tools evolution has ever produced. Ancient humans were born with feet designed for walking long distances. Over time, the skin on their feet became thicker and tougher. These natural calluses protected them from rough ground without making their feet numb. Every step strengthened the muscles, tendons, and bones inside their feet. Their flexible feet adapted naturally to uneven ground. Each toe helped maintain balance with every movement. Their feet could quickly sense changes beneath the ground. Feeling the earth helped them react before danger became a problem. Strong feet gave ancient hunters confidence to travel farther every year. Their feet were not weak because they lacked shoes. They became strong because they lived without them. Before the first shoe was ever made, the human foot had already become a masterpiece of survival. Walking barefoot meant ancient humans had to pay close attention to every step they took. The ground could change from soft grass to sharp rocks in just a few steps. A single thorn hidden beneath fallen leaves could cause serious pain. Careful observation became one of their greatest survival skills. Children learned from an early age where it was safe to place their feet. Parents passed this knowledge from one generation to the next. Different landscapes required different ways of walking. On loose sand, shorter steps helped them stay balanced. On slippery river stones, patience mattered more than speed. Quiet footsteps also help hunters move closer to animals without being heard. Their bare feet became powerful guides, constantly reading the world beneath them. Every careful step taught a lesson that helped ancient humans survive another day. Walking barefoot gave ancient humans an advantage that shoes could never provide. Their bare feet could instantly feel changes in the ground beneath them. That natural sensitivity helped them avoid hidden dangers before it was too late. Bare feet also gave them better balance while climbing steep rocks and fallen trees. Hunters moved more quietly because they could feel every step they took. Quiet footsteps often meant getting closer to their prey. Feeling the ground helped them react quickly to sudden changes. Their feet became natural tools for exploring unfamiliar places. Every journey made their feet stronger and more adaptable. Strong feet helped ancient families travel across vast landscapes in search of food and water. For countless generations, walking barefoot was not a weakness. It was one of humanity's greatest strengths. Their remarkable feet helped them survive long before the first shoe was ever imagined. Walking barefoot gave ancient humans many advantages, but also came with constant dangers. Sharp thorns could hide beneath leaves and dry grass. Jagged rocks could easily cut an uncareful traveler. The scorching ground became dangerous under the midday sun. In colder regions, frozen ground tested their endurance. Hidden insects sometimes waited beneath stones and fallen logs. Every injury made hunting and gathering much more difficult. A painful foot could slow down an entire family. Ancient humans learned to avoid dangerous paths whenever possible. Experience often protected them better than any piece of footwear. Even without shoes, they adapted to nearly every environment they encountered. But as humans explored colder lands and harsher climates, they began searching for a better way to protect their feet. As humans entered colder lands, walking barefoot became far more difficult. Frozen ground, sharp ice, and rough terrain forced people to think differently. They began experimenting with natural materials found all around them. Large leaves became some of the earliest temporary foot coverings. Tree bark offered another layer of protection against rough ground. Animal hides provided warmth during freezing weather. Strong plant fibers helped keep these coverings securely in place. These early designs were simple, but they made long journeys easier. Different environments inspired different kinds of protection. Each generation improved these simple designs through experience. Without realizing it, they were creating the ancestors of every shoe we wear today. The journey from bare feet to the first shoes had quietly begun. As humans spread into colder regions, simple foot coverings became an important part of survival. Over time, these coverings became stronger, more comfortable, and easier to wear. Animal hides were softened to make walking less painful. Plant fibers were woven into stronger cords that held everything together. These early shoes protected people from cold, sharp rocks, and rough ground. The oldest known shoes discovered by archaeologists are thousands of years old. They reveal that early people designed footwear to match their environment. People living in warm climates often continued walking barefoot for much of their daily lives. Others wore footwear only when the journey became dangerous. The first shoes were made for protection, not fashion. From that moment forward, humans could explore places that had once been too harsh to cross. A simple idea to protect the feet helped humans reach new lands and new possibilities. Although most people wear shoes today, our feet still carry the remarkable design that helped our ancestors survive for hundreds of thousands of years. Every step they took shaped the strength, balance, and endurance of the human foot. Those countless journeys helped humans explore new lands and build new civilizations. Long before roads and cities existed, bare feet connected humans directly to the natural world. The ground beneath them became both their classroom and their guide. Eventually, shoes became one of humanity's greatest inventions, making travel safer in many environments. Yet even today, scientists continue studying how our feet evolved through millions of steps taken by our ancestors. Our footprints tell a story that stretches back farther than written history. Every footprint reminds us that survival often began with a single careful step. The story of walking barefoot is really the story of human resilience, intelligence, and adaptation. From the first barefoot child exploring the earth to the modern world we know today, our journey has always been one step at a time. The next time you look at your own feet, remember, they are living evidence of an extraordinary journey that began long before the first shoe was ever made.